Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Welcome to a Thursday night. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Quarantine Tonight, and as you know, we are here to celebrate the best that Nebraska has to offer. We've got Hall of Famers among us tonight as we take on the Jim Casey Lightning Band, and you've seen Jim before. You've heard him on this program a couple times. You may not know this, but sometimes he comes on the backstage, and he knows a lot of the artists that are here because they, too, have shared the stage with him on the Nebraska Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame. So we've got some great entertainment for you. If you grew up in anywhere in eastern Nebraska and maybe even parts of western Nebraska, Erickson, Burwell, anywhere, you have heard about Jim Casey. You've heard about bands that he's been in, like the Smoke Ring and everything else. But you're going to enjoy tonight because we've got a lot of variety, some good time music, and you need it. We need it. I need it. I was just telling somebody moments ago, I need this tonight. It's been a long week. I really appreciate Chris Williams coming in here last night and working and doing a great job with those young kids out of Fremont. They're young men now, obviously, at University of Nebraska, Omaha, and UNL, and living in Omaha. And they just put up they put up a wonderful polka party last night. And I never thought I'd be saying that. Like a year ago, if you would have said, did I just say that? I did. They put on a high school polka party on News Channel Nebraska, and we hope that you enjoyed it. I tell you what, this virus is just creeping all over the state, and it's got people worked up. We hear about it all the time, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but if you're watching tonight and you've got it, we're thinking about you. If your friends have it, if you know people that have it that are battling it, we get calls from people that say, this is my loved one's only respite, even in the hospital. They get to watch this program because it reminds them of what their family likes and what they like and the music that they've always loved. So tonight we're thinking of you, and if you're staying home just to be safe and the walls are creeping in on you, we're thinking about you too and appreciate you watching our program. Tell you what, let's start out with a prayer as we do each and every night right here on News Channel Nebraska.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. My name is Pastor Charles Katarima from the First United Methodist Church in Nebraska City, Nebraska. I'd like to invite you now for a moment of prayer. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we thankful for the way you have taken us this far. We particularly want to pray for a very special prayer item today in our country, in America, that, Lord, you may give us peace, love, and kindness. And dear Lord, even now that we haven't known the results of who is the winning president, Lord, you still give us the calmness of loving one another as a brother and sister. We are one people. Help us, dear and God, to pray for one another and pray for our country. Take us safely through this transition. Yes. And when we go through it, Lord, at the end of it, we'll look back and say, thank you, Jesus. Use us to bring peace and harmony among our people and the love to your creation. In your name, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Hey, thank you so much, Pastor, for that prayer, and thank you for watching. We're just about ready to get to Jim Casey and the Lightning Band, and believe it or not, this is the last time you're going to hear it from me on this program. Not just this time, but throughout the program tonight, because we're at the end of our 3-week membership drive. It officially ends Sunday. We've got sports here on News Channel Nebraska tomorrow night. So in a lot of ways, this is our closing argument. We have scheduled, in our opinion, some of the best musicians that we've ever had on this TV program, and it's fitting that we end tonight with Jim Casey. We seek out the best entertainment because we want this to be successful. We want to keep doing this program. We want to keep spending time with you, and you need to know that next Monday you can watch this program, and no one's going to be hitting you up for money because we're back to regular programming, and it's time for all of us to do that. But I can tell you that it has meant the world to us that so many people out there have said, yes, we want to be members. And if you've been on the fence, if you've been listening to this for what seems like weeks and weeks and weeks, this is our closing argument. We want you to help support this because it does good things for a lot of people in this state, and it helps us pay for this. It helps us keep the musicians coming in. And let me tell you, they travel from 500 miles away sometimes to be on this program. They've come from western Nebraska. They've come from well into Iowa, South Dakota, Pierce, South Dakota. We just had some great people on here, and trust me, they don't do it for the money. We do pay them each $125. It doesn't even buy a cup of coffee if you're driving 500 miles, but it means the world to us that you'd consider being a member. I want you to see this video. We'll get the band set up. Would you do it? Would you become a member for $12 a month? If so, call this number. Tonight is the last night we got to do this on Quarantine Tonight. It's 1-888-800-1479, or you can go to newschannelnebraska.com. And later this hour, I'm going to give you the physical address if you'd rather do it that way and just say, hey, this is the way I feel the most secure. We'll do it this way as well. Hey, check this out. We've got more coming right up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Yeah, as soon as the coronavirus hit Nebraska, there were so many questions from both us and the people of Nebraska. And our first question was, how is this going to affect each community individually? Because a lot of people were talking about the major overall effect on the country, but not how it affects more rural areas with less health care, areas where there's more essential workers who are going to be exposed to this virus. So instead of reporting one big blanket coronavirus pandemic, we tried to get how it's affecting every Nebraskan in their each individual way, depending on what they do, how old they are, how big their family is, and just what part of the state they live in. Well, I think NCN is just so focused on the small communities across Nebraska. These are areas where the people feel like they're often forgotten by big media stations, and we love to get in those, tell the nitty-gritty stories, and really get a pulse on what's going on somewhere that maybe doesn't have a huge population, but still has a lot going on. I think NCN's important to Nebraska because we are Nebraska. How we approach everything is not from a media standpoint, not from a money standpoint. We approach it from what do Nebraskans want, what's facing Nebraska right now, and how can we bring that to them and help everyone get the best product they can out of our station.
All right, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock Central. Oh, thank you. That's our first studio audience. It's good to see so many of you here tonight. They're all here for the vaccine, which we don't have. Hey, Jim Casey, ladies and gentlemen, how you been? How you been wintering this COVID business?
Well, you know, Mike, we've been. I guess it's pretty much our whole line of making a living has been jerked out from under us. But we have a recording studio, and we've been working every day in our studio doing what we can and helping other people and helping ourselves a little. And we've been doing some Facebook Live shows, which relates to your show too. People need any little pinch of something right now. It makes them feel good. And of course, your Quarantine Tonight show has been a lifesaver for a lot of people.
Well,
so
I appreciate that.
I want you to know that.
Wasn't too long ago, it was 9 months ago or so, 8 months ago, you and I were sitting outside of the Knights Columbus Hall, sweating when it was, 90-some degrees we were doing this show, and now look at us. We're all holed up in here. And
we're going to keep being holed up, or I think Mike's going to carry this through. You would have made a good preacher, Mike.
You think so?
Yeah, I think, but you're a Catholic, so you couldn't marry, but I think you got a beautiful wife and kids, so we'd have to work that out.
What, is it a bad sign if she suggests the priesthood? Does that
No.
mean things are going the wrong direction?
My wife told me if things didn't go good, she was going to become a nun. And so,
well, I was reading Father Joe's book. You know, Father Joe from Columbus has a book on a fantastic vocation, so. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm kind of a hybrid. My dad was a Lutheran. My mom was a Catholic, so.
Okay. I understand that.
She won.
My mom was Catholic. My dad was Irish.
Oh. Well, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jim Casey, the Lightning Band, and this is News Channel Nebraska.
Good evening, folks. Little Merle Haggard pen tune. Well, I'm longing to ride on a freight train. Put a slap chat down low on my ears. I'm longing to leave this old world on the fly and lose and highways. Hey, the slow way is sometimes the best. Hey, I'm longing to ride me a freight train and be a good old American guest. I want to live off the land I loved and I labored for and spend a few days heading west. I'm longing to ride me a freight train and be a good old American guest. Well, the pressures of life, they got to me, and they got down deep in my soul. Want to get out of this rat race, want to get back to a slow place, here a freight train rattle and roll. I want to live off the land like a hobo, take myself a long needed rest. Hey, I'm longing to ride me a freight train and be a good old American guest. I want to live off the land that I loved and I labored for and spent a few days heading west. I'm longing to ride me a freight train and be a good old American guest. Yeah. Thank you very much, folks. We appreciate that. We hope you're tuned into your television tonight. We're all here together having a good time, and I feel like I'm right there in your living room with you. We'd like to do a little tune right now that, and I'm not even sure how old this song is. It's an old one, boys. Older than any of us, older than the VFW. Something Fats Waller did. It goes like this. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Now I know for certain it's you I love. There's no more flirting, it's you I'm dreaming of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Now like Jack Horner, in a corner I don't go nowhere, but what do I care? Your kiss makes it all worth waiting for. Baby, believe me, I don't stay out late, no. I don't care to go. I'm home about 8, me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Oh, I'm saving it for you, baby. Like Jack Horner, in a corner I don't go nowhere, but what do I care? Your kiss makes it all worth waiting for. Oh, baby, believe me, I don't stay out late, I don't care to go. I'm home about 8, me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Yeah. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Oh, yeah, for you, darling. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you. You're one of the best crowds that we've had all week, and we really enjoy that. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
What do you say there, Nick?
Both of them.
Both of them. Both of yous. They used to say, both of yous get out of here. We got a little tune, and we're going to turn it over to Nick Leland. It's a song all about traveling. We'd sure love to be out driving around the country right now, and I believe you can get out and drive around the country. We've got some of the best dirt roads in Nebraska you'll ever be on. They all go north, south, east, and west. But this is something about the highway. From the east to the west, Nick Leland is going to give us a little Route 66. Nick?
Ready? Here we go, boys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you ever plan to motor west, take the highway, the byway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to LA. That's 10,000 miles along the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri. Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty if you see El Paso, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingston, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. If you ever plan to motor west, take the highway, the byway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri. Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty if you see El Paso, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingston, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Woo, man. That's where I want to go. Well, all right, boys, that sounds good. You know, we want you guys to know that we sure miss you out there, and getting to be around. I see some of you at the store. You may not recognize me if I don't have my hat. I've got my head on. I've got my bald toupee on, and I've got that mask on. But to tell you the truth, I think as a group, we look a lot better with that mask on. I think that's really a sexy thing. I get a little turned on over there in the meat section. All right, boys, let's keep her moving on. Enough of that. Here's a little tune that our buddy Billy Joe Shaver wrote. The late Billy Joe Shaver. He passed from this world about a month ago. One of the great songwriters. Here's one of his. Long ago and far away, in my old common labor shoe, I turned the world all just because you asked me to. Well, I can do no other feeling. Simple love is simple truth. There ain't a chord I wouldn't do just because you asked me to. So let the world call me a fool, but if things are right with me and you, that's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. I love you, and after all that we've been through, I'd turn and walk away from you just because you asked me to. So let the world call me a fool, but things are right with me and you. That's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. Knowing how much I love you and you, after all that we've been through, I'd turn and walk away from you just because you asked me to. So let the world call me a fool, hey, but things are right with me and you. That's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. So let the world call me a fool, but things are right with me and you. That's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. Thank you so much. Great job, boys. And you know, I don't have the COVID, but I do have to wipe my nose once in a while. That's what they all said. That's what they say at Hy-Vee. I don't have the COVID. Okay. My sinuses, it all loosens up. I become this big working singing machine. Big lungs. Big fat head opens up. Wow. All right, boys, here's another song. I don't know, what time is our, what time are we looking at? How about if we do one more? Will that make it? That's good. All right. We're just kind of flying by night. It all depends on how long the first prayer is. Here's a little song. You like that one?
I like that one.
Amazed. No, that's not it.
No.
I see tails of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Yeah. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, white blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The
ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky. They're also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends greeting friends, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll know much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, it's a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Casey and the Lightning Band tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Tell you what, that Randy Falter over there,
He the man.
he's in about every band in a 5-county area. He's also the editor of the Pierce County Leader. Did you know that?
I did know that, and
He's a media mogul, by
I
the way.
keep waiting for Randy to do some kind of an expose on us, but no, we don't get in there.
If you can't get in the Pierce County Leader, my goodness, Jim, you got connections over here.
I've been in it before, but we can't tell those stories on the air. I think we ought to have one thing that
Would that be
everybody
the
would do.
Chronicles of the Pierce County District Court you're talking about?
I've only been in the Pierce County Chronicle there one time.
Did you get a? Oh, I bet you did.
Only one time, but
That was that DUI.
I can't tell about that. That was
Didn't you do a song, Pierce County? Driver?
No, I get the credit for that. I wish I'd get paid. That was a guy named Bill Klein,
Okay.
who lives over in Iowa now, and I get more requests. I go, Jim Casey, do that Pierce County plates. No, I'm not going to do it. Bill Klein moved to Iowa because people, when they'd see him from Pierce, they'd smack him.
Would
I
they?
saw some pop him up at Casey's one time. You're the guy that did that song, and
That was it. He had
that
to
was
lose.
it. I'm trying to stay out of that.
Do you
much.
even know the song?
No, I don't, but I could probably make something up if you want me to.
No. We don't need to be picking on any counties.
I thought Pierce County Place was a dental thing they were doing about a dentist up there. Dr. Rogge up in Pierce doing the plate in there.
Hey, I've got good news, by the way. We have a band called the Kennistons from Kiapaha County. I think I might have the only band from Kiapaha County that's performed on my television show.
Is that in Nebraska, Kipaha?
What are you?
I'm sorry out there.
That is heresy. Kiapaha. That's next to Boyd County. And the Kennistons are coming back in December for a special Christmas show.
Oh, boy.
These folks are great. In fact, they have a young daughter who I'd like to introduce my son to, who's 14.
You're always the matchmaker.
He's
You're always the making
He's
matches.
horrified. He's horrified, by the way.
You got good. That thing never worked.
Yeah,
out.
no, it
I
didn't.
tried that stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I thought you were going to introduce her to the band.
matchmaker.
You wanted to introduce her to the band.
Well, I want to introduce her to my son, Brendan. He's 14. He's on the market in a nice way. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying Jim Casey and the Lightning Band. We are enjoying you watching tonight, and we'd like to invite you to become a member of News Channel Nebraska. In fact, they were just giving me trouble about my Christmas tree over here. You can tell this show is run entirely by males because the Christmas tree is short and somewhat pathetic, but it is draped with a Quarantine Tonight t-shirt that beats COVID. Yes.
That describes a lot of people.
Yeah.
Somewhat short and pathetic.
You can get one of those t-shirts for becoming a member. This is our last night. Our goal tonight is 15. Would you do it? This is our closing argument. 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com, or we're about to show you our physical address. The other thing I think is funny about this show is that we've had this weird penguin that has been here, and whoever has done this has put a mask on the penguin, and we have to look at it every day. That does not go over at any meeting. It just happens. So.
Well, I love it. I like your style.
Yeah, well, so many people do.
You're an innocent, Mike. You're an innocent in this world. You really are. Yeah. And then you
Pure
hang
like
around with us.
Snow, yes.
And you've heard stories from the nuns and stuff about us, but most of them are not true. And but you know, we want you to hang out with us a lot more. And when you come back in a year from now, we're going to do a thing called Follow the Band. We want you to do it, and then you'll come back. You'll have that full beard. You'll be wearing an old dirty T-shirt.
You know, my 11-year-old said to me the other day, when you first performed, he's like, Dad, if I smoke a lot of cigarettes, will I have a low voice like Jim Casey?
Among other things.
I was like,
no, come on now, wait a minute now.
You can tell we've been together.
He's wrong. You have to include a few pots of coffee in there as well.
Yeah.
A lot of coffee.
Coffee.
It matures the voice a little bit.
I wanted to sing high. I wanted to sing. Big girls don't cry.
That's not made for you. That's not made for you.
It just wasn't made for me. I wanted to, though.
Waylon Jennings is made for you, by the way.
Well, he's even got a higher voice than I do, but I love Waylon, and we'll do some Waylon later on.
I see that.
The show.
Omaha's coming up here in a little bit. Hey, we'd love you to become a member of News Channel Nebraska. We're serious about this. It's our last time pitching you here on this program. This membership drive ends Sunday, and tonight's our last quarantine tonight of the week, of the 3-week period. We're so happy to have Jim and the Lightning Band tonight. I want you to, we'll check in on the news. Chris Williams has that, of course, the latest with Nebraska AccuWeather forecast, and another hour and a half of Jim Casey and the Lightning Band right around the corner. You're watching News Channel Nebraska, 1-888-800-1479.
Well, thank you for joining me here in the studio for a quick look at the latest in news. In southeast Nebraska, police are searching for a Nebraska City man suspected of running over his girlfriend with a pickup truck, leaving her with life-threatening injuries. Police were called to the Park Easy Trailer Park in Nebraska City Wednesday afternoon for a disturbance. When officers arrived, witnesses told them 50-year-old Joshua Fuller had been arguing with his girlfriend and pulled away in a white Ford F-150 pickup truck. Witnesses say the woman approached his truck and was hit, ending up beneath the vehicle. Nebraska City Fire and Rescue took the 44-year-old to a local hospital. She was later transported by medical helicopter to Bergen Mercy Hospital in Omaha. She remained in intensive care this afternoon. Nebraska City Police Chief David Lacey says contact has been made with Fuller, but they're asking for the public for more information about his whereabouts. A court has ordered Kyle Rittenhouse to stand trial for the shooting deaths of 2 protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Rittenhouse is the Illinois teen accused of opening fire on people rallying against police brutality in August. Today, his attorney asked the court to dismiss 2 of the 6 charges Rittenhouse is facing. The court refused to throw out the 2 charges and ordered him to stand trial, saying the state found probable cause the felonies were committed. Attorneys for Rittenhouse have claimed there is evidence the teen acted in self-defense during the August shooting. Youth sports and activities may soon resume in Nebraska's capital city. The Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department announcing today that after a 3-week break, sports may resume starting on Monday. The COVID-19 risk dial remains in red in Lincoln, indicating the risk of the spreading of the virus is severe. Health officials say the return comes with strengthened health and safety protocols. Well, that's all I have for you for news for right now, but of course I'll have a full update at the end of the show.
I'm meteorologist Morris Lyon. I hope you have a great day today. Very dry situation across the western half of the U.S. Dry enough that we're seeing red flag warnings in Southern California yet for high fire danger. Well, we're going to feel the influence of this as we head into the weekend. Very dry conditions and also warmer. We're going to be pushing 60 degrees today across the state. What were we feeling this morning? 25 degrees in Columbus, 15 in McCook, 21 in Sydney, 25 degrees in Valentine, to 20 degrees in Scotts Bluff. As we go through our Friday, we're going to feel temperatures around 59 in McCook to 51 in Columbus, really the east side, feeling those cooler temperatures and warmer temperatures in the Panhandle, 58 degrees in Scottsbluff and in Sydney. A beautiful day with so much sunshine. So as we look at this extended forecast through Saturday into Sunday, 46 degrees in Lincoln with nice clear skies and sunshine, even to our Sunday, a beautiful day. Looking at North Platte, your forecast remaining in the 50s, Saturday sunny, Sunday at sunny, 54 degrees for your Sunday. Hardington, you're going to see temperatures remaining in the 40s. Warm day for your Friday, 49 degrees, but 43 into Saturday, Sunday at 44 degrees with a little bit of cloud cover on Sunday. Not too bad though. Nebraska City also remaining in the 40s. Not too bad. We're warm compared to where we should be for this time of year. 46 degrees on your Saturday and Sunday. If we look at this extended forecast, we'll see more 50s and possibly 60s into next week.
When COVID hit, we were looking for ways that we could bring joy into people's living rooms, and we decided what's better than music. When we started this program, I thought we'd do it for 2 weeks. We've done over 115 shows. Some days I'd go to the mailbox, there'd be 150 letters in there. There'd be, 200 emails. I'd never been part of anything like it. We've gotten over 2,400 letters from all over the state, from Kimball to Falls City, that said, I'm here, I'm by myself, I'm in my room, I'm in my house, I'm in my assisted living room, and I can't leave. And this is my connection to Nebraska. That is so gratifying, and there's no other TV network or television station or radio station in America that's doing this. We decided that if this show is to continue, it needs to continue because people like you watching right now say, hey, this is worth doing. We have always paid every single performer $125 per night. And no, it's not a lot of money, but when you have 10 or 11 people on a polka band, it adds up pretty quick. This is not a high budget show. We've spent money on the things that are important, the musicians and the wonderful sound. My 2 boys ran cameras for most of the summer. This program, when you watch it, if you don't go to bed happier than when you started, we're not doing our job. This is Nebraska. This is Nebraska at its best. To be part of this has been probably the greatest broadcast experience of my career.
All right, good evening, Nebraska. Welcome back to your only variety show with live entertainment.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back here on News Channel Nebraska. You can see our huge crowd out in the audience there. I see them all. I can't actually see all their faces, but somebody asked me one time, and we'll put that number here at the bottom of your screen. What are you going to use this money for? Well, I'll tell you what. Our goal is to do a couple things. I want to get a grand piano on this program so that we can attract pianists like Stephen Larson. We can attract pianists like Matthew Mayer, Kevin and Heidi Chang, so they don't have to put it in the back of their little 4x4 there. So if you can, call 1-888-800-1479. The other thing that we're going to do with this program, and I think they've shared it with you, is that the first part of November, I was honored to receive the support of my home county and adjoining Woodland Park, and I'm going to be able to represent them in the Nebraska legislature. We're taking this show to Lincoln to an undisclosed location so I can keep doing it there because I enjoy it. I want to do it. I enjoy being part of it. I enjoy seeing the bands. And then we're going to move it back to Norfolk, this undisclosed location, sometime next spring so we can keep going with it. And we hope you enjoy it. It's fun to see the artists. If we were in a city 200 miles away, Jim, you'd come there, wouldn't you, to perform once or twice?
I would. I've driven that far to see you before, Mike.
You have not. You have not. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do it, this is our closing argument. Become a member. Go to 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. During the song, we're going to throw up the physical address for our studios, our statewide headquarters, with all 14 rooms, mostly restrooms and front lobbies, but we'd love to have your support if you'd be willing to become a donor. For $144, we'll send you a nice-looking T-shirt, or $180, we'll send you the sweatshirt. All right, Jim, you ready? What's the first song here?
I believe we're going to let the good times roll here, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch out. It's Jim Casey and the Lightning Band on News Channel Nebraska.
Oh, well, hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live once, and when you're dead, you're gone, and let the good times roll. let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old, get together and let the good times roll. Don't sit there mumbling, talking trash. Want to have a good time, you got to spend a little cash. Let the good times roll. Woo! Let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old, let the good times roll. Yeah, let the good times roll. 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 I don't care if you're young or old, let the good times roll. Yeah. Well, hey, Mr. Landlord, lock all the doors. When the cops come round, tell them the place is closed. Let the good times roll. Hey, let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old, get together and let the good times roll. Hey, tell everybody, Mr. Flood's back in town. He got $1.25, can't wait to lay it down. Let the good times roll. Hey, let the good times roll. I don't care if you're young or old, let the good times roll. Yeah, let the good times roll. 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 I don't care if you're young or old, let the good times roll. Yeah, man. We're going to let the good times roll even if we're just together over the airwaves. And that's a good way to be. We got a little song here. It's one of our, we write a lot of songs. And this is one that I wrote down in, Nick and I were playing a club out in Hendersonville, Tennessee, some years back. And every time they took a break, the jukebox was supposed to come on and play a song, and it would never play during our break. But as soon as we got up on stage, bam, that jukebox would kick on. We'd count our song off, and the jukebox would start. So rather than go and kick the jukebox, I just wrote a song about it called "The Jukebox Has a Mind of Its Own." In that A thing coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not in this bar room for the company. I'm just here to drown a memory. If that old jukebox would straighten up and play a happy song, we might keep your memory from coming on so strong. But the jukebox has a mind of its own. And tonight, your memory won't leave me alone. No matter what I choose, it plays a song about you. The jukebox has a mind of its own. I played this box 1,000 times, trying to forget. But if it's got a forgetting song, I ain't found it yet. I guess my money's just no good at buying peace of mind. And getting over you is gonna take a long, long time. 'Cause jukebox has a mind of its own. And tonight, your memory won't leave me alone. No matter what I choose, it plays a song about you. The jukebox has a mind of its own. Oh, play it, boys. I'll quit all my drinking when I feel the healing start. But tell that jukebox not to play your cheating heart. The jukebox has a mind of its own. And tonight, your memory won't leave me alone. No matter what I choose, it plays a song about you. The jukebox has a mind of its own. Yeah, the jukebox has a mind of its own.
Somebody feed that jukebox.
Ha 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 ha. Thank you very much, folks. We appreciate that. Appreciate it so much. And we kind of would like to be in a little warmer climate right now if we could. It's not bad out today. It was a beautiful day up here, but it was cold. And I think about going down there somewhere down in the Bahamas, maybe, Nick. Nick Leland spent a lot of time traveling the world, and he's going to do this song for us. And
I am.
You are going to do it, and it's about his the time he spent down in there in the islands, I guess.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, come on, Nick, you did. You told me it was a true story.
No case, I just made it all up.
Okay.
The song, anyway.
All right.
I'm talking about the song.
Okay, I don't want to make you look good and sexy
I thought it
here
was Santa Fe.
in front of everybody, but okay. We just made this up. He's never been there. All right. All right. What the fuck? Okay, count her off.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
She was a dancer in a limbo band. I fell in love as she danced in the sand. I followed her home, knocked on her door, and we went for a walk down by the shore. We ended up in a coconut grove. I tried to kiss her, but she said no. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Love is in limbo. Well, I work all day in the copper mines, and I dance all night in her limbo line. She keeps me strong with the chicken and rice, so I can bring home the money for this paradise. Tonight I swim in her deep blue sea, but she don't want a limbo with nobody but me. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Love is in limbo. strong with a chicken and a rice. So I can bring home this money for this paradise. At night I swim in her deep blue sea, but she don't want a limbo with nobody but me. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Love is in limbo. Ooh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low.
Yay! Great job, Nick. I can see you down there on the beach right now. And he did get the girl, too, by the way.
All right. It was a happy ending.
It was a very happy ending. All right, boys, let's keep on moving here. I'm going to have just a little bit of water there after this set. This is a little song that I learned a long time ago. I worked this song out in the back of the Episcopal Church before the Smoke Ring went on tour back in 1968, I think. And what key is this? Rainy night in Georgia. 2, 3, 4. By my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend the night. A heavy rain's been falling, seems I hear your voice calling, it's all right. And it's a rainy night in Georgia, a rainy night in Georgia. Lord, I believe it's raining all over this world. It feels like it's raining all over the world. Well, now the neon signs are flashing, the taxi cabs and buses pass through the night. A distant moaning of a train seems to play a sad refrain to the night. And it's a rainy night in Georgia, a rainy night in Georgia. Lord, I believe it's raining all over this world. Feels like Christmas in a boxcar, so I take my guitar just to pass some time. You know, late at night, it's hard to rest. I hold your picture to my chest, and I feel fine. And it's a rainy night in Georgia. A rainy night in Georgia. Oh, Lord, I believe it's raining all over this world. It's got to be raining all over the world. On a rainy night in Georgia. A rainy night in Georgia. Talking about a rainy night all over this world. Yeah, raining, 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 raining. And I need you, baby.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear that on television very often. Hey, we're so happy you're here tonight. We're just about 2 minutes away from the top of the hour of 9 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Our friends in Sydney and Shadron and Scotts Bluff and Alliance are saying, wait a second, keep that party going. Well, we will here on News Channel Nebraska. Coming up here in just a little bit, we've got everything from, oh my gosh, polka. I did challenge you and say, hey, you guys do a lot of music, but I haven't heard any polkas.
I know you said you're out of here and either you guys come up with a polka.
Have you done much polka?
Well,
We have faked a few
you know,
polkas. We faked a few.
just the kind of polka me, polka you type stuff.
Yeah, you
And
know.
So growing up in Norfolk in the 50s and 60s, you weren't really drawn to polkas.
I wasn't drawn to polka. Were you, Nick?
I was.
You
Oh,
did you
get
dance?
out. You were.
I was a child. In
Nick's a
Riverside.
bass
You
player.
look like it, Randy said.
I
Well, you
ran
know,
up and down there. Yeah. I was
Nick's a
Riverside
bass player,
Ballroom.
and that polka's real heavy on the bass.
Yeah, I bet.
That's
I
what.
bet.
Yeah.
It was. You learned that from Val Planner's mother.
They broke my tuba, so I got a bass, electric bass.
They wouldn't let him play the tuba. Oh,
What's up with that?
He wouldn't fit on the bus with it.
he couldn't get it in the bus.
I didn't have the lip.
Oh. Well, any questions?
Hey, you know what? We need to send a hello out to Ron Hazelhorst.
Oh, yes.
And if you don't know Ron Hazelhorst, he was one of the original guys that when they rebuilt the Granada Theater, which disappeared, we won't go into that, but they were the ones that rebuilt that. Beautiful job and had a lot of live music from all over the country in here.
I know
And,
Ron.
He always wants me to do east side, west side, all around the town. You know,
I went to school with
What
Ron's
song is
son, by
that?
the way.
you did what?
I did. I went to school with Ron's son.
You went to school with his son. I didn't know
Yeah.
you were that old.
Oh, yeah.
That young.
You know
If
that
we're
young,
talking about
that's what I meant.
if we're
what I
talking about
meant.
this guy here, by the way.
I think we are. We are talking about the same people. All right.
All right. If you're enjoying what you're seeing tonight, then this is our last night because quarantine tonight ends tonight for the week. We've got sports tomorrow night. If you've been watching the last 3 weeks and you've seen this number and you've seen this website, you may say to yourself, hey, wait a second. Why would I become a member of News Channel Nebraska? And the reality is, we're not public television. That'd be true. We We have the Mass in the morning. We have things that public television could never, ever, ever have.
That's true.
But we also aren't a broadcast affiliate. And I'll be honest with you, Jim, when I started this station, I had a lot of friends in broadcasting that said that will never, ever work. You cannot have an independent station. You cannot not have an affiliate. You can't just run news and weather and whatever. And they said to me, you'll never be on cable. You'll never be on satellite. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
here we are.
We're on cable, we're on satellite, and here we are for you.
All right, yeah.
But I will tell you, we don't enjoy the advertising support that broadcast affiliates get. We certainly aren't getting $10 million from the state of Nebraska, so we're in the middle. And when we were looking at the future of News Channel Nebraska, we said, not only do we want to be your provider, we want to thrive. We want to be something that you say, I'm with them and they're with us. And that's why we're here. And one of the things Jim Casey will tell you is that when he started in music, there was this thing that happened in rural Nebraska that was different. It was ballrooms and King's Ballroom and dances and all this other stuff. And we can go back to that if people want.
I think we will. You know, things are circular and cyclical. And over here, we had ballrooms that I thought everybody in the country had them. I didn't know when I moved to Nashville when I was young, and I talked to them about ballrooms. They go, what's a ballroom? I said, well, we got this place. We can hold a couple thousand people. We had all the rock and roll bands would come, and the hits of the day. We never had that. And I started realizing how fortunate we were here. And in Europe is still big on huge gatherings, and we will get back to huge gatherings again. We're just going to have to, you know, the Lord's going to let us get a chance to appreciate what we have right now. And the sooner we appreciate it, the quicker we'll get back to fun times.
There's a lot of people watching right now who were married at those ballrooms, that met at those ballrooms.
Oh my gosh.
That those were the places that they connected. And I'll be honest, you know, I'm 45 years old, and there's a lot of people my age that didn't grow up with ballrooms because they burned down, to be quite honest.
Well, it burned down in the 80s. I don't know.
Or they got turned into
I was in the parking lot.
Or they're turned into a True Hardware.
Right.
Or they turned them into a True Value Hardware.
But you know, when I got back in the radio business in 2000, we went to the Howes Ballroom, and we used to have huge dances, and everybody went, and there were local bands like Full Choke at that time, and you've been there, you know what it means. And one of the things we want to do with this program is we want to support the people that want to perform. We want to be in their living room, and we want, at some point, if I could wave a magic wand, I'd love to see people out here dancing.
That'll come.
It will come. And when we get better and we get past this coronavirus business, I love the idea of being in a place where people are dancing around, they're enjoying themselves, they're having fun. That's what these guys want, right?
Yeah. We love it. That's our business.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, we're going to watch this quick video. More with the Jim Casey Lightning Band here in just moments. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
News Channel Nebraska is unique to our state. There's no other station like it. We've made it our mission to tell stories from all corners of Nebraska, from Mitchell to Madison, Cody to Cambridge, and everywhere in between. And when you become a member of News Channel Nebraska, you're sharing in our goal to highlight people, places, and stories that make Nebraska a great place to live. Your contribution will give us the funds we need to expand our news team, cover more high school sports, and continue the nightly music and entertainment provided by shows like Quarantine Tonight. If you value the programming you find here on News Channel Nebraska, please do your part to support it now. Your membership gift will enable us to keep you and your family up to date on news and events. You'll help us provide fellowship for our neighbors. You'll support young athletes and artists from high schools across the state. And heck, we may even get you and your family dancing in your living room each night. Please join News Channel Nebraska in supporting this place we call home with your membership gift now.
This is home.
All right, you're watching News Channel Nebraska, and we are back here. I tell you what, I told the band, go out and take a quick break because we're going to put the hammer down all the way to 10 o'clock. We are going to just enjoy them and enjoy this time. If you like what you see on News Channel Nebraska, if you want to support this, if you want to see this keep going, then now's the time to call 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. $12 a month will give you one of those T-shirts, and $15 a month will give you one of those sweatshirts. We'll send it to you right away. If you like the masses in the morning, if you like the news, the rural journalism, the things that we do that make News Channel Nebraska special, then become a member. If you want to see a piano up here so we can get our favorites like Matthew Mayer and Heidi and Kevin Chang and all the others that perform, Stephen Larson from Creighton, then donate now. Just say, this is for me. I want to be a part of it. This is important. I'm willing to give up that extra amount of change that I have each day just to be a part of it. I tell you what, this only happens because people like you support it, that people like you say, you know what, of all the things I see on television, this is one of the things I rely on. I rely on it. I'm going to support it. 1-888-800-1479. This really is my closing argument. As we close this chapter coming up on Sunday on our membership drive here at News Channel Nebraska, people say to me all the time, well, wait a second. Of all the things that I thought you'd do, membership is the last thing you try. And I say, well, I tell you what, the most important thing to us is content. If we can keep bands like this coming, if we can keep the Mass coming, if we can keep the things that we do on Sunday mornings coming, or the rural journalism, or the fact that we have a reporter in small towns like Fairbury and Sidney, Nebraska, places that don't think they should ever have a TV reporter, if those things matter to you, then let's do this. 1-888-800-1479. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to ask again this hour until the end. We're going to get down to it. newschannelnebraska.com, or go to this address, 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk, 68701. If you would be interested in becoming a member of News Channel Nebraska, send us a check for $144 and we'll send you a T-shirt, or for $180 we'll send you a sweatshirt. But you have to tell us in the letter, hey, I want this size, so that we know exactly what to get you. And I tell you what we'll use the money for. We'll use the money for bringing in more bands. We'll use the money for more technical staff to be at events like this. And someday, fingers crossed, we're going to use the money to have you in the audience dancing around. Maybe you say to yourself, well, I can't dance. I don't do that anymore. Well, do it for the people that can, that want to do it. Last week at this undisclosed location, we had a couple come in here, and they said, Mike, I know we're not supposed to do this. We're not supposed to ask to do this, but can we just go polka around in there? And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, go ahead. They love it. It's part of their DNA. They want to dance. They want to enjoy it. And you run into that all the time, don't you, Jim? People are dying just to get out and have fun and enjoy themselves.
I don't know that we appreciated what we had.
Right.
And I'll tell you, that's the message in life all the time. Go back 10,000 years, 5, 2.
Right.
We don't appreciate what we have, and then we got to lose it for a while, and we'll get that spirit back in us. It will come back, and Matt, they're going to be ready to dance.
One of my best memories about this band is that the first time they performed, we were at a special temporary location, and it was on a Friday night. And Jim Casey and most of these guys here, Bob Hupp, they performed on TV, and it was a special night because people at home had some joy for once. They might not have been polka fans. They might not have been this kind of fan. They might not have been that kind of fan. But I heard from people I hadn't heard from forever, and they just had fun. And that's what we want you to do tonight. We want you to have fun. We want you to smile. We want you to sit on the couch and say, this is my station. There is no other station I'm going to watch because I'm not going to get this guy anywhere else. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of it, 1-888-800-1479 is $12 a month for the T-shirt, or $15 a month for the sweatshirt. Can you take us home, Mr. Casey? Can you do this?
We're going to take you on a little trip right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Down to
gosh.
New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Casey and the Lightning Band right here on News Channel Nebraska.
I would have been told to get out of there right away just on the subject matter, but this has got a little bit different beat, and I think you know this, and goes like this. Well, there is a house in New Orleans. Well, they call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many, oh boy. In God, I know I'm one. My mama was a tailor. Yeah, she sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man, and down in New Orleans. Well, the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he is satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Yeah. So, mama, tell your children, yeah, not to do what I have done. Don't spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Yeah, I got one foot on the platform, Lord. I got one foot on the train. And I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Yeah, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. Yeah, been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God I know I'm one. In God I know I'm one. Whew, man. Song all about a house of ill repute down in New Orleans. We don't have any of those places in Norfolk, I don't think. At least I haven't found them yet. Here's a little tune that was written by Townes Van Zandt. It's a little song about, I'm not sure what the song's about. No one's ever told me for sure.
Well, it's a great song.
It's what?
But it's a great song.
But it is a great song. Kind of like those songs that you just love, but you go, what's that all
I
about?
don't know what that means.
We don't know. Let's see. All right, here we go, boys.
clean. Now you wear your skin like iron. Your breath is hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, her favorite one it seems? She began to cry when you said goodbye and slipped into your dream. Hey, Pancho was an outlaw, boys. His horse is fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. But Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. Oh, but that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Now, Lefty, he don't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. The poets tell how Pancho fell and left his living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old, and all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pancho and Lefty. Oh, yeah. I like that sound.
Oh,
Kaboom.
yeah.
Here's a little song that we're going to turn it over to Nick on this song. I don't know what to say about it, except it's a dang good song and he really sings it well. All right.
This goes out to all the girls watching in the living rooms tonight. All the brown-eyed girls watching in the living rooms tonight.
For all the brown-eyed girls. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
jumping in the misty morning fog. Our hearts are thumping, me and you. You're my brown-eyed girl. You are my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened? Tuesday's going oh so slow. Going down the old main with a transistor radio. Standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind the rainbow's walls. Slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you. You're my brown-eyed girl. You are my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da. Well, la-ti-da. Here we go. It's so hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about it. Making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you. Ooh, you're my brown-eyed girl. You are my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-di-da. Well, la-ti-da.
Oh, man, that was a new ending that I invented when I dropped my guitar pick. That's all right, folks. I was still dancing. Great job, Nick. All right, boys.
Except for the ending.
Except for the ending. It was really good. If you guys can edit there at your place, just edit out the ending where I dropped my guitar pick. Omaha and Omaha, you've been weighing heavy on my mind. I guess I never really left at all. I'm turning all those roads I walk around the other way. Coming back to you, Omaha. Now, Omaha, Nebraska wasn't good enough for me. I always thought I was the roving kind, with a pocket full of dreams and my one shirt on my back. I left there looking for some things to find. I rode my thumb to San Francisco. I worked down by the bay. I got some schooling paid for by the law. But the hardest thing I learned is there back to you, Omaha. So long, California, reckon I'll be moving on. I'm leaving even if I have to crawl. I'm turning all those roads I walked around the other way. I'm coming back to you, Omaha. Yes, I'm coming back to you, Omaha. Woo!
He's got a cramp.
I don't have a cramp, but I have gotten them before. That's exciting in the middle of the song.
That goes out to all the viewers that might have seen Jim at a live show before.
At a live show, God, that guy can really dance. And no, it was just that I had a cramp. All right, speaking of cramps, thank you, Matt. Here's a little song that that I wrote with my buddy Vince Matthews. Wrote this song with me, and Waylon Jennings recorded, and it's on several of his albums. And it's a real Waylon song. It's when they think about Waylon, this is kind of his story. It's a song called Laid Back Country Picker. It goes like this. Key of D. Sideways out of Streetport, heading hell-bent for my grave. Saw a sign on a barn door, said the good Lord Jesus saves. But I don't think Jesus knows me, Lord, I ain't the praying kind. I'm a laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. Well, we gave the folks a good show at the Shreveport Coliseum. Well, they said, we hear he's dying, so we'll all go out to see him. The friends and neighbors keep me happy, Lord, them Snuff Queens treat me kind. On this old laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. Uppers, downers, turned arounders, pick me up and lay me down. My old troubles keep on swimming, they're just too damn mean to drown. I keep looking for an answer I know I'll never find. I'm a laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. Laid back. Well, Big Brenda down in Beaumont says I really turn her on. Says she hits the floor dancing when the DJ plays my song. So you see, somebody loves me. Oh, well, at least she did one time. This old laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. Uppers, downers, turned arounders, pick me up and lay me down. My old troubles keep on swimming, they're just too damn mean to drown. I keep looking for an answer I know I'll never find. I'm a laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. I'm a laid-back country picker with a laid-back country mind. Yeah. Laid back. Laid back, boys. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're a great audience tonight. We really appreciate that. I'm just going to tune up just a little bit here. The thermostat varies in this undisclosed location we're at. It's going to have to work. Okay, lay back. You know what, boys? We're always getting a lot of grief from Mike, Mr. Flood, about not doing any polkas. And I hear him talk, you people writing in, we want polka. By God, we got to have polkas. I don't know how that polka goes. And one night we were playing at Norfolk's own senior center, Citizen Center, and we volunteer and do about 3 things a year over there, and or maybe more. And they love polka over there, and we'd already done In Heaven There Is No Beer. I know that one. And we did Roll Out the Barrel, and we did our fake polka. That's when you do another song and makes it sound like a polka. We didn't have any. It was getting late, and those older people, when they get over 80, man, they're a tough bunch. By God, they do get violent.
A lot of fights.
A lot of fights. But good polka.
Great concert music, but not.
They were honest, so I said, okay, boys, let's do this. And we wrote a little song on the spot.
Yep, we wrote this one right on the spot, and soon to be out on our new polka album coming soon.
We're going to do a new polka. Polka meets Chuck Berry. That's going to... And this is a little song, and if you live around here, you got to take yourself down there along Clarkson a little bit. And they got a little bit different, some of them old boys down there, they've been around and they talk like this. Yeah, by God, oh, Dan, oh, my. Oh, yeah, is that Swede? That's a little Swede, but it's
you might have your accents mixed up there.
A little Bohemian in there,
might
too.
Be Danish.
It, who knows?
Cover your guitar.
So we wrote this song, and folks, if you're out there tonight, you can take part in it too. There's a part for you to do if you like the polka. Get your hands up and sing along. It's a song you're gonna love and sure to be big on the hit parade in all polka parts of the world. A song called the Yabagat Polka. Here's a little thing like this. Well, there was a boy loved polka music up Nebraska way. His mama played them polka records every night and day. He never made a sound, but the words were in his head. And when he opened up his mouth, this is what he said. He said, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, polka, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, let's all have a soda. Oh, yeah, I think I'll have a soda. Well, the boy, he traveled far and wide to spread his polka beat. He always had a polka tune for all the folks he'd meet. When people came from miles around to hear his music ring, he'd open up his polka mouth, and this is what he'd sing. He'd say, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, polka, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, let's all have a soda. Oh, do one for the cameraman now. Oh, look at him dance back. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at him go. The little shotties. Well, time has come and gone away. The boy has gone away. But we still love his polka music to this very day. And when the angels gather up to chase away our blues, we raise our glasses to the sky, and this is what we say. We say, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, polka, yeah, by God, yeah, by God, let's all have a soda. Yeah, by God, yeah,
right, they like our polka.
They love our polka style.
Yeah.
If Lawrence Welk were only here to sign us up right now. Okay, boys, we're going to move on. We're moving on from that. I have no idea what we're doing. Okay. I think I'm back. I got to catch my breath. These polka tunes. Here's something that isn't a polka tune. Well, the big line moves 2 miles a minute, so loud it really hurts. You know the big line moves so loud it really hurts. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Well, we built conveyors, we moved production. The boss man didn't waste words. We built conveyors, the boss man didn't waste words. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Making Thunderbirds. Making Thunderbirds. They were long and lean, sleek and fast. They were classic in a word. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Let's build it. Well, time has come and gone and babe, the boys fading by moon too. Well, time moves on, you're lucky if you find work. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. We're making Thunderbirds. Making Thunderbirds. They were long and lean, sleek and fast, a classic in a word. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Oh, making Thunderbirds. Making Thunderbirds. They were long, lean, sleek and fast, classic in a word. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Yeah. Yeah, making Thunderbirds. Making Thunderbirds. They were long and lean, sleek and fast, classic in a word. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Back in '65, we was making Thunderbirds. Oh man, if you ever owned a Thunderbird, I did own a Thunderbird. It was used, but it really, the girls loved it. It was all leather interior, 10-way seats. Oh man. Okay. Didn't run very good though. Could never get to the girls' house to pick them up. All right, we're going to keep on moving here. And I might write my notes. We're gonna do little short sets, but we're gonna keep our big long set going.
We're just going to keep going.
We're gonna keep on going, boys. Let's try the high one. You want it?
Yeah.
I was a highwayman. Along the coast roads I did ride, moving with sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier left his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the year of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor. I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft and furled the mainsail in a blow. And when the yard broke off, they said that I got killed. But I am living still. I was a dam builder across a river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that grave tomb that knows no sound. But I am still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around. I fly a starship across a university vine. And when I reach the other side, I'll find a way to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain. But I will remain. And I'll be back again and 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 again.
Woo! All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
We can't hear the drummer.
That's a good thing tonight.
He said that's a good thing tonight. No, that's all right. It sounds great. This is a good bunch of guys. Mr. Matt Casey on rhythm guitar and vocals.
Hi, Mom.
Could you guys applaud for him a little bit out there? Once again, Mr. Matt Casey.
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right. And moving on over to my left, which would be your right, or unless you're looking in the minute monitor, everything's backwards. Over a guy who is a fantastic writer and musician. I love him. We've played together for a long, long time. Mr. Nick Leland. Master Nick Leland. And on drums with us tonight. You can't see him because he's right behind me. Can you guys get to him every once in a while with the camera?
He's the best looking one.
He is. He's a cute guy. Every band's got to have a cute guy. And he's the good looking one in the band back here. I'm going to move out of the way. Let's see. Which way do I move?
Got my wig on.
This way.
Watch your cord. You're all wrapped up there, Jim.
I got it. Mr. Randy Falter.
Oh, jeez. Hold it down.
All right, and I'm right here trying to get my feet unwrapped.
It's like a shoestring.
Oh boy, that's tough. All right, we're just relaxing. I hope you guys are at home doing the same thing, really enjoying yourself. Okay, we did the Highwaymen. We've done a polka. We're going to do kind of a little. I wouldn't call this a religious song, but it is. It's about the very point that we're supposed to be. That this thing is just not a one-shot deal, guys. Our souls are going to go on, and we got to take care of them as we go and take care of everybody else. So we'll do this little tune. Billy Joe Shaver wrote it. It's called I'm Gonna Live Forever. It goes like this. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me just like I always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Nobody here will ever find me, but I will always be around. Just like these songs I leave behind me, I'm gonna live forever now. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me just like I always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You mothers and you fathers, be good to one another. Try to teach your children right. Don't let the darkness take them. Don't make them feel forsaken. Just lead them gently to the light. When this old world is blown a thunder and all the stars fall from the sky, remember someone really loves you. We'll live forever, you and I. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me just like I always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna live forever now. Oh man, how we do with our production crew over here? How are we doing on time? Now, the audience is getting kind of rowdy out there. They said they weren't going to let any drunks in, and we got one right over there. If we do that song, I think it'll be about our last one. Is that right with the time? About right, with one more song?
Yeah.
All right. Well, boys, this is a song that is, since we're in Norfolk, Nebraska, at an undisclosed location. When I went to Catholic school, they told me Jim, when you died, you're going to go to an disclosed location. That's when the church was in between. They didn't know if you went straight to hell or if you did a roasting somewhere, and it's all different now. But they said it would be an undisclosed location, and could this be it? Or am I in Iowa? Okay. All right, okay. This is a little song that is truly a story of kind of a history of Nebraska and of Norfolk, Nebraska, especially, by golly. It's a song. In song, put the song. And it was about a woman, a person who in some other town they may have been, they could have really made a bad deal out of it, but I think we turned this person into a folk hero. And it's all about our, back in the day, the Granada Theater around Hazelhurst. And Dorothy was the manager of the theater, and every kid in town, there'd be 500-600 kids down there on the weekend, and Dorothy would be down there just raising holy cane. She carried a big flashlight, and she'd throw you out of the theater. What can I tell you? I'll tell you about it in song. A song called The Dorothy Corn Blues goes like this. All right. Norfolk, Nebraska, 1964. Granada Theater standing by the front door. Just waiting in line to see a little porn. Went out to the front door, stepped Dorothy Corn. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. And I don't know what to do. Concession stand where them bright lights shine. There were 10 other hungry kids like me in that line. I said, I'll have some popcorn and a big old Hershey bar. She said, that'll be $20 over the keys to your old daddy's car. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. And I don't know what to do. Dorothy looked at me with them eyes that crossed. She said, listen here, kid, I'm the boss. You kids shut up now, you better make it soon. That's when I dropped my shorts and shot Dorothy a big old moon. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. Oh, I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. And I don't know what to do. She had a big old flashlight that was longer than a hose. She said, listen here, kid, who are you? No one knows. Didn't I kick you out of my theater in 1963? I said, no, that was Mike Flood. He looks a lot like me. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. Well, minus the beard. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. And I don't know what to do. Oh, take a D. Let's see. I ain't saying she's good looking. I ain't saying that she's bad. Gonna tell you something, boys, gonna make you feel sad. She could kiss a handsome prince, change him into a toad. She could smile at a freight train and make it take a dirt road. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. Oh, I got the Dorothy Corn blues. I got the Dorothy Corn blues. And I don't know what to do. Now, I know Mike would remember back a few years. I was living down in Lincoln, and I just popped out of bed about at the crack of 11:45. And the news came on at noon from the four corners of the United States, from Madison County, Nebraska. What? My ears picked up. From Madison County, Nebraska, a lady has gone before the county commissioners and requested And they demanded that they put a fence right down the middle of the county cemetery, the Albury Cemetery, so she would not have to be buried on the same side of the cemetery as some poor indigent who could not even afford to be buried. Well, right away, that struck a little tune with me. I thought, I wonder who that was. The next day, I drove up to Norfolk, Nebraska, and I bought a copy of the Norfolk Daily Snooze. And as I was reading the paper, on the front page, it was you-know-who doing you-know-what. And Bob Hupp wrote this song with me. We're only doing half the verses, but here's a verse Bob usually does. Got a lot of words, it's real fast. But you know those Hupps are fast talkers. Goes like this. Now Dorothy put Madison County on the national news. Now the whole world knows why we sing the blues. So you different die in Madison County better have more than a few cents. You get buried on the wrong side of Dorothy's fence. I got the Dorothy corn blues. Oh, I got the Dorothy corn blues. I got the Dorothy corn blues. And I don't know what to do. Yeah, I got the Dorothy corn blues. I got the Dorothy corn blues. I got the Dorothy corn blues. I got the Dorothy corn. I got the Dorothy corn blues. And I don't know. No, we don't know. No, Mike don't know what to do. Good night, Dorothy, wherever you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Jim Casey Lightning Room Band tonight here on News Channel Nebraska. Quick question. Would you do another set just in case we wanted it?
Would we do another set?
Yeah.
If we can go to the bathroom.
If you can go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
what do you consider a set?
Just something after news tonight.
Yeah, we'll do some more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are enjoying these guys so much that they've decided to do one more set. We've got Chris Williams here. Come here, Chris. I got to give Chris is you see him on news every night.
I've seen Chris on the news.
Chris is moving to Waco, Texas. His parents live where?
Granbury, Texas, about an hour and a half away.
And your brother?
He's moving to Fort Worth. It's a little over an hour away. So a reunion down there in Texas.
Chris has been a great guy for us. He's a great Nebraskan, and he's moving down to Texas, which we respect. And this is his last night on the air, right?
Yep, it's sad. I gave a little heartfelt goodbye in my news, so it's sad. It's weird. We've been through a lot since I got here, haven't we, Mike? The floods, now the virus. You made this show. It's been quite the adventure.
It's going to be a rough time since you've been here. We're going to be glad to get you out of town.
They really like you here.
Chris has been a great guy for News Channel Nebraska, and he's got a good heart, and he cares, and he's been great to the people he works with, and that's all you can ask for. So, Chris, on behalf of all of us at News Channel Nebraska, we wish you the best, and we want you to be successful in that warm weather in Waco, Texas, and Baylor, Nebraska, or Baylor, Texas
University.
Baylor.
Yeah.
We'll see you when we rejoin the Big 12.
Yeah.
You have our respect, and his mom has been a great supporter of his throughout the entire time, and when he started for us, Chris started in Salt Lake City. He was a high school football standout. He went to Chapman University in Los Angeles, and then he moved all the way to Norfolk, Nebraska, and he has been loved by the community. So on behalf of all of us, thank you, Christopher. And what's next?
I don't know what's next. What's next for you? You're going to the legislature now.
Hey, this is my question for you. You don't get to ask the questions.
What's next? Covering actually Baylor. My brother went to Baylor. It's his alma mater, so I'm already a Baylor fan. But if they ever play the Huskers, I promise I'll root for the Big Red. So,
All right.
Yeah. There we go.
Christopher's a good guy. We'll have more with the Jim Casey Lightning Band here in just a few moments. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. It's 10:02 Central, 9:02 Mountain Time.
Yeah, as soon as the coronavirus hit Nebraska, there were so many questions from both us and the people of Nebraska. And our first question was, how is this going to affect each community individually? Because a lot of people were talking about the major overall effect on the country, but not how it affects more rural areas with less health care, areas where there's more essential workers who are going to be exposed to this virus. So instead of reporting one big blanket coronavirus pandemic, we tried to get how it's affecting every Nebraskan in their each individual way, depending on what they do, how old they are, how big their family is, and just what part of the state they live in. Well, I think NCN is just so focused on the small communities across Nebraska. These are areas where the people feel like they're often forgotten by big media stations, and we love to get in those, tell the nitty-gritty stories, and really get a pulse on what's going on somewhere that maybe doesn't have a huge population, but still has a lot going on. I think NCN's important to Nebraska because we are Nebraska. How we approach everything is not from a media standpoint, not from a money standpoint. We approach it from what do Nebraskans want, what's facing Nebraska right now, and how can we bring that to them and help everyone get the best product they can out of our station.
Yourself out of your home and need your locks opened? Call TWD Lock Safe and Key. Need digital security access to your business or building? Call TWD Lock Safe and Key. Want to know who enters your building and when? Call TWD Lock Safe and Key. Need your locks changed or repaired? Call TWD Lock Safe and Key. Need new keys for your car, home, or boat? Call TWD Lock Safe and Key. TWD is licensed and bonded. For all your key issues, call TWD Lock Safe.
Let your spirit soar at Blackbird Bend Casino. Hit on hundreds of the latest and greatest slots and electronic and savor great dining in the Upstream restaurant. Join us for hot seats every Tuesday afternoon in November. Get added free play with our kiosk games on Mondays and Thursdays. Earn 6-time points all day on Thanksgiving, 8 times points on Black Friday, and 7 times points every Sunday in November. Good fortune is just around the bend at Blackbird Bend Casino near Ottawa, Iowa.
We are doing multi-camera broadcasts for upwards of 200 games in a given school year. It goes without saying that none of it could be possible without our amazing team of producers and directors. We're rolling out our trucks all across the state. We're sending crews of 7 to 8 people, 2-man announce crews, and we are going all out when we are at these communities. Our team is dedicated and committed to the mission of serving rural Nebraska and that small towns matter. It may be 0 degrees out in mid-November and it's snowing, and we have our camera operators standing behind the camera in which you're getting to see the great view that you see. Without them, there is nothing for our viewers at home to enjoy. Our sports would not be what it is if we didn't have these talented producers and directors who are behind the scenes, punching the buttons and making everything work. It's not necessarily easy. It's not necessarily the norm, but when you have people who are bought in and committed to that mission, it's something that makes News Channel Nebraska very unique and something that I love about NCN.
It's easy to make your gift in News Channel Nebraska. You can call 888-800-1479 and a friendly member of our team will walk you through the process. They'll simply take down your contact information, gift amount, and payment method. That's it. The entire process takes just a couple minutes of your time. Or if you prefer, you can log on to newschannelnebraska.com and make your gift there. It's fast, easy, and secure. Become a member now, then you can go back to enjoying news, stories, and entertainment from around our state, knowing you've done your part to support the programs that are important to you and others who call Nebraska their home. NCN, a channel by Nebraskans for Nebraskans. Live high school sports. Live services of faith. Live local music. News Channel Nebraska. Become a member of the most unique station in the country. Support Nebraska journalism. Join NCN today. News Channel Nebraska is unique to our state. There's no other station like it. We've made it our mission to tell stories from all corners of Nebraska, from Mitchell to Madison, Cody to Cambridge, and everywhere in between. And when you become a member of News Channel Nebraska, you're sharing in our goal to highlight people, places, and stories that make Nebraska a great place to live. Your contribution will give us the funds we need to expand our news team, cover more high school sports, and continue the nightly music and entertainment provided by shows like Quarantine Tonight. If you value the programming you find here on News Channel Nebraska, please do your part to support it now. Your membership gift will enable us to keep you and your family up to date on news and events. You'll help us provide fellowship for our neighbors. You'll support young athletes and artists from high schools across the state. And heck, we may even get you and your family dancing in your living room each night. Please join News Channel Nebraska in supporting this place we call home with your membership gift now.
This is home.
When you support News Channel Nebraska, you're supporting Nebraska communities. And when you make your gift now, we have a special way of saying thank you. Become a Sustainer member at $15 a month or make a one-time gift of $180, and we'll send you our exclusive News Channel Nebraska sweatshirt. We've all felt the chill in the air the past few weeks. You know it, sweatshirt weather is here. Show your support for the channel that informs and entertains Nebraskans every day, and we'll say thanks by sending you an NCN sweatshirt to keep you warm all winter long. For a sustaining membership of $12 a month or a one-time gift of $144, we'll send you our News Channel Nebraska t-shirt. Made with 100% cotton, this tee not only feels great, but shows your support for News Channel Nebraska and the place we call home. Make your gift now by calling 888-800-1479 or give securely online at newschannelnebraska.com.
Right away, we knew that the pandemic was going to be a big deal when it affected the state basketball tournament.
We found out on a whim that fans weren't going to be allowed except for family for the entirety of the boys state tournament, and in less than 24 hours, we turned around, got 4 trucks located at the 4 sites for the quarterfinals.
We pivoted from doing 2 venues and 6 games a day
to broadcast 24 games over the course of 48 hours.
So that we could provide comprehensive coverage of the entire state basketball tournament and make it available to the entire state because they could not be able to come down and see it.
I think shows our ability and our willingness to step up and help out the community.
The feedback that we got from that was phenomenal. You had people writing us in, contacting us on social media, telling us how appreciative they were of the fact that we were able to provide that. Some coaches actually even said, you know, it's kind of surprising that we haven't done this sooner because this is a great thing for the state. Some people may remember we got recognition by ESPN, and they actually picked up our feed and aired it on SportsCenter.
And the strangest of events, basketball-wise, is happening as we speak. Nebraska State High School playoffs, Mike, they're playing. Roncalli out of Omaha taking on Scottsbluff's fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Jim Casey and the Lightning Band here at News Channel Nebraska. I told him, you go as long as you want, you go as short as you want.
He said you had to stay after school and play a little bit longer.
Whatever you want to do.
And Mike, we want to give you something while we got you up here.
What's that?
You know, we do something every year. We've done it for 27 years called Nebraska Rocks, and it's a celebration of all our musicians. And you are an official Nebraska rocker band man now.
All right.
All right.
And you look good with that. Good.
I don't either.
Randy doesn't. Well, boys,
I don't have one of those. What the
when you get your
I'm a Hall of Famer right here.
Yes, you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hall of Famers are here tonight. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. Let's have some fun.
Well, all right. We got to come up with some more songs.
Yeah,
boys.
all right.
How about On the Road again? Let's see. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. My loving life is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that we've never been. Doing things that we may never do again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. My loving life is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. My loving life is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. My loving life is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. No, I can't wait to get on the road again. Whoa!
All right, when we're back.
Thank you. Here's a little tune we're going to do. It's kind of a little bit of a slower song. And this is a song that I've been doing this song for, gosh, about 40 years. And I was a very young man when I started singing this song. It was written by my good friend Bob McDill. We were roommates in Nashville. And I always loved this song, and I've done it for a long time. And now I'm the guy in the song that we were singing about when I was a young man. And song called Tired of the Road, Joe. And we're going to send this song out to our late great buddy, Mr. Little Joe Hupp, who we lost during the last quarter of the year. And we miss you, Little Joe. You got this whole thing started. A little song called Tired of the Road, Joe. It goes like this. I've been on the road 20 years, 10,000 nights, and a million beers.
I'm getting old, Joe. Tired of the road, Joe. Saving my money. I'll be going home soon. Well, I've lived good, played with the best, stayed up for days and never got no rest. But I'm getting old, Joe. Tired of the road, Joe. Saving my money. I'll be going home soon. Ain't it funny how things don't work out just the way you had them planned? One day you just turn around and it slips right through your hand. These bandstand lights, they can't erase the rinse in my hair and the lines in my face. I'm getting old, Joe. Tired of the road, Joe. Saving my money. I'll be going home soon. Saving my money. I'll be going home soon.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Goes out to all our musician friends.
Good song written by Mr. Bob McDill.
Yeah, we're so glad to have Bob do that, and we're going to do a little. I'm running. I got a small list here. I only know about 20 songs, and we've done them all, most of them. Well, we'll just do it in a different key this time. Here's one we haven't done. Let's see. Okay. Well, now, that's the first word of the song. Here we go. Oh, well, all my bands are bopping the blues. It must be going round. All of my friends are bopping the blues. It must be going round. I love you, baby, but I must be rhythm bound. Well, Grandpa got rhythm through his crutches down. You know, the old boy got rhythm through his crutches down. When look at Grandma, I think he's rhythm bound. That's why all my friends are bopping the blues. Must be going round. All of my friends are bopping the blues. It must be going round. I love you, baby, but I must be rhythm bound. Bop, bop, bopping the blues. Bop, bop, bopping the blues. Come on. Bop, bop, bopping the blues. All right. Bop, bop, bopping the blues. Rhythm and blues. It must be going round.
right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just enjoying ourselves. It's 23 minutes after the hour, and Jim?
I think we're going to do another one, Mike.
One more.
You want to do one more? Is that okay?
One more.
All right.
From an undisclosed location.
No one knows where we're at.
No.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Do you guys want to hear one more song at home?
Do you really? Do you really?
One more song. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more.
Young cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went upon his way. When all at once through the sky a red-eyed herd he saw, pushing through the rusty sky and up a dusty draw. Their brands were still on fire, and their hooves were made of steel. Their mouths were snorting fire, and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, 'cause he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-yay, Ghost riders in the sky. Yeah. Faces gaunt, their eyes were black, their shirts all soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear 'em cry. Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-yay, Ghost riders in the sky. Yeah! As the riders loped on by him, he heard one of them say, "If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on this range, then cowboy, change your ways today, or forever you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across the endless sky." Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-yay, Ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-i-oh.
gentlemen, quarantine tonight is just about 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain. Thank you so much for watching. To you all of the Jim Casey Lightning Band, we say thank you. Did a wonderful job, and we will see you tomorrow night. This is News Channel Nebraska. Good night.
Thank you, Mike.